young financier David Innes and aged inventor Abner Perry strapped themselves inside their burrowing machine, the incredible iron mole. The powerful engine roared to life with a deafening noise as the giant craft began its test, bore straight into the earth. Suddenly, Abner Perry shouted in alarm when he realized the steering mechanism was hopelessly jammed, locking them into a vertical descent. Despite their combined strength, the great wheel would not budge, and the massive machine plunged deeper at an uncontrollable, terrifying speed. As the internal temperature soared and the pressure mounted, the two men could only face the grim reality of their terrifying one-way journey. After hours of plummeting, the iron mole shockingly broke through the Earth's crust into a strange, primeval world with a stationary sun. David Innes and Abner Perry cautiously stepped out onto a lush shore bordering a silent sea dotted with impossibly gorgeous tropical islands. The distant horizon curved strangely upwards into the sky, and the massive, motionless sun hung perpetually at the center of the heavens. Their wonder turned to terror as a colossal bear-like beast emerged from the giant fern forest, roaring as it charged toward them. They were saved from this monster by a pack of savage ape-men who captured David Innes and swiftly carried him away through the treetops. David Innes was soon captured by brutal gorilla-like Sagoths and found himself chained in a long slave line marching across the land. Ahead of him in the chain was Dian the Beautiful, the proud and stunning daughter of a king, herself fleeing the warrior Jubal. When another captive made aggressive advances toward her, David Innes reacted instantly, knocking the man unconscious with a single, clean punch. Not understanding local customs, David Innes then failed to claim Dian the Beautiful as his prize, deeply offending her with his inaction. Their sorrowful journey ended in the underground city of Phutra, the domain of the reptilian Mahars, who ruled this inner world through fear. David Innes escaped Phutra alone, but bravely returned to rescue Abner Perry and his new ally, the Saurian king Gak the Hairy One. After killing 4 Mahars and stealing a precious book of secrets, the men disguised themselves in the grotesque reptilian skins to escape. They shuffled past unsuspecting guards to freedom, but a relentless party of Sagoths soon pursued them across the savage, open landscape. The swift pursuers gained steadily on the fugitives, who were greatly slowed by the exhausted and stumbling Abner Perry. Gak the Hairy One bravely lifted the old man into his powerful arms, while David Innes turned to make a desperate, final stand. In a great twist of fate, David Innes then found Dian the Beautiful again, who was fleeing the monstrous warrior Jubal the Ugly One. He faced the fearsome Jubal the Ugly One in a brutal duel, finally killing the giant brute to win Dian's freedom and her heart. Reunited with Abner Perry and Gak the Hairy One, David and Dian began forging a grand alliance of human tribes against the Mahars. Their new army, armed with bows and poison-tipped arrows, scored a decisive first victory against the Sagoths, signaling a great shift in power. Standing beside Dian the Beautiful and looking out over their followers, David Innes felt the true dawn of a human empire in Pellucidar.